guys, Thailand Rob here. Just want to let you know, tonight at 10 o'clock, I'm going to be on Richard's Travel with Icy. I'm going to pop in just to say hello and talk to them for a little bit. So if you want to catch a live stream with us there, drop on over to Richard's channel. Links in the description, and I'll see you there as well. 20 seconds to Thailand, Thailand Rob. This is a one-off story I'm getting ready to tell you. It does not encompass all of the women that work in bars. There are some fairy tale stories that I will tell you later after this story. But this story, I do want to tell you, it's been 3 years in the making, and I think the rubble has settled long enough that those that are guilty are not in the picture anymore, and I'm free to tell you what happened.
Here on the steps, because I don't really have a good place to tell you this story outside. It's just too flippin' hot. So I came back inside, and as I was saying outside, I've got to get something for this reverb in here. Anyway, this story is not all encompassing of bar ladies. Let me preface and make sure that you understand, I am not speaking of Thailand bar ladies as generic or a general one type fits all, but I do want to tell you one story. So about 3 years ago on that same road right in Kamala by the beer garden, you go down there, and I used to sit there every day while Cole would paint. You remember the place where the woman would do all the paintings and I would sit outside, drink my beer, make videos for you guys. Across the way of that same street is all these little bars. You had the Panama bar at one time, and then a no-name bar, another no-name bar. At the time, Yaya was not even there or just showing up. But there was this one little bar, I don't know the name of it. It was two bars on the right of the Panama bar. And it kept changing staff. It always struggled to do any business. And one day there was a new owner and new staff. Let me back up just a little bit. Now, while sitting at Cobb's every day, I'm out in the public, I'm on the road, a main road that a lot of people walk up and down when walking around Kamala. Kamala is very small. So I would get a lot of people stopping and saying, hey, I've seen you on YouTube, handshake, you want to have a beer, sit down, have a small conversation, or just general pleasantries, and just say, hey, I appreciate the YouTube channel. That's the reason I came to Kamala, was actually because you made it look so nice. Appreciate it. Well, on one specific day, this young man from England, I would have to guess he was in his mid-30s. I don't think it was past mid-30s. He was definitely not in his 40s, and definitely over 20. But this young man walks up while I'm sitting at the paint shop and the studio, and he says, hey, I'm here, I appreciate your videos, I came here to see the area and to meet you. And I said, it's cool. He said, would you like to meet up and have a beer a little bit later? And I said, sure. And so we agreed to meet over at this bar that I was just telling you about across the street. He said, I'll see you there a little bit later. And I said, it's fine, okay. Now let me back up a little bit more. The new staff at this bar I had seen, because every day I sit there. So I see the staff get on the motorbikes, go out for food, and come back. And there was this brand new, young, perky, cute, I mean on a scale of cute, she was a banging 9-10 cute. With sex appeal, the body, the small haircut, round face. She knew how to speak English. She knew what to say. I don't know where she was from. I think she told me once that she was from Bangkok, but she didn't tell me like where she had worked, but she was clever, to say the least. Now fast forward back to me and this guy from England meeting up at this bar. We meet up at this bar and we're having drinks and we're having a small conversation. The cute girl I was telling you about, she's sitting at the table with us. I don't recall if he was buying them lady drinks or not. I know that there was nobody at this bar except him, me, and the staff. So we're all sitting together. And that's what happens in these bars. If there's nobody else in there, whether you're buying drinks or not, the staff will sit with you to keep you there as long as possible. Of course, they need to make money, right? Well, after about 2 hours of sitting there, we're getting ready to pay our bills and such. And I noticed that he gets up. He taps he taps the cute girl on the shoulder, and he says, you know, like, and he goes off into the corner of the bar, which is still in viewing range of me, and he's talking to her quietly, like, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I think I know what's going on, but I still find it funny sometimes when new people that come to Thailand sort of, they're thinking on a different level. An example of that would be like guys that send flowers to girls over here. I think that is hilarious. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it, but there's some guys that they get their information, they want to send them flowers and candies and ask them on dates. That's okay if you're dealing. It's okay if you're dealing with, you know, teachers, staff, bankers, I don't know. But when you're sitting at a bar, in a bar area with a bar lady that's working, to be so over the top, it's just funny. Anyway, so he has this conversation with her and he comes back to the table and I said, you know, I said, what was that? And he said, oh, I was asking her if I could, if there was any way I could bar find her. Yeah, of course you can bar find her. I mean, that's, you don't even have, yes, of course you can bar find her. And so he does. And life is good, right? Well, the next few days I see him and he's with her all the time. If he's anywhere, he's at that bar. If she goes anywhere, he's on the back of the motorbike with her. She's riding him around. And he's in love. He is in love. He's met this girl and she was cute. I swear she was really cute and seductive. And he was in love. That was week number 1. Week number 2, he's looking at a plot of land that's empty right now. She has told him that her dream would be to open her own bar. And this man has taken what money he has brought over here and decided he's going to build her a bar from scratch in Kamala. Now, I don't know this man from Adam. I don't know if he's got enough money to do all this. I don't know anything. So I'm just like, hey, okay, be careful, but okay, that's what you want to do. Another week goes by, they're laying concrete across the street in the back over by some other restaurant. They're laying foundation for a bar. And I was like, man, this tick-tock. Well, to fast forward in this story and get you to the point of this story was she had convinced him to spend his money. Now, she probably really did not know how much money he actually had. She probably was just going, hey, I want this, and he would give it to her. And so she thought, well, how long can this go on? Well, he laid the foundation of the place. I forgot the amount of money that they charged him to do that. And then the next thing that I know, she comes up to me. The girl, the cute girl, comes up to me one day and he's not around. And she told me he's going around and he's asking people to borrow money now. And I said, well, thanks for the heads up. So a couple days later, he walks up to me. He didn't ask me for money, but he said that he was in a position that he had run out of cash to the point that he didn't have the money to get back to England. And that his friends and family would not send him money. Okay. First of all, the guy was a very, very nice guy. So he wasn't a prick. He wasn't a douchebag going around saying, hey, give me some money or something like that. No, he was very, very naive and very, very nice. And he had spent every dollar that he had to keep this beautiful, cute girl that he met at a bar entertained and offered her the world of building her own bar in an area that he's not familiar with what little money he had brought over from his bank accounts and was here in Thailand and ran out. So then guess what I started seeing? Yeah, I started seeing her by herself going back and forth at the bar, and I didn't see the guy for a couple of days. Then, after about another week, I didn't see him at all. And when I did finally see the girl, I found out she actually gave him some of his own money back. She bought him an airplane ticket to send him back home. So he gave all his money to this girl that he fell for. And in return, she had to take some of that money. It's not funny, sorry. She had to take some of that money, his own money, to buy him a ticket to send him home with his tail between his legs. And do you think it bothered her at any point in time? I can tell you, because she told me it didn't. It didn't bother her a bit. He was laying it out for her and she was just saying, hey, thank you, I appreciate it. So it was just another day, business as usual for her. She had a customer that was going to buy her everything, and he did. And when he ran out of money, she was kind enough to at least give him a one-way ticket back to his home. So I promise I have better stories, more uplifting stories to tell you. There's the next one I'm going to tell you, not in the next few days, but anyway, I don't know. I'll tell you. It's a Cinderella. It's a Cinderella story, and it's 100% true, just like this one was 100% true. So I promise the next story, if I get enough thumbs up on this one, I'll tell you another story. If I get the thumbs up, I'll tell you the Cinderella story where a guy came over here. Oh, I'll tease you. A guy came over here and found his wife within 48 hours. I'll tell you that story next time. You guys have a good one. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on Richard's channel tonight. And if you didn't get the chance to see that live, you can go on Richard's channel and Richard's Travels YouTube channel. Links in the description, and you'll see Icy there. Hello, Icy. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.
Can you take this asshole back to America, please?
Goody goody. Don't forget that.